back sa Truly Happy One. Ako po si Eric Calugdan together with Sir Enrico Garcia. And yung topic po natin today is about monetizing trust. No, paano ba ginagawa ng mga negosyante na i-monetize itong tinatawag na pagtitiwala or trust, no? By the way, I'm Eric Calugdan and I used to be an IT consultant of Unisys and then after that put up my own business called Infotex, no? It's a software company developing mga web applications, mobile applications, or any IT system, cloud system, no, for businesses, small entrepreneurs up to multinationals. Sir Enrico, on the other hand, used to be the retail operations manager of Shell, and then after Shell, he became the country manager of Herbalife. After Herbalife, he became the director of operations of Avon and one of the board of directors of the Direct Selling Association of the Philippines. Now he is a mindset coach and also the director for international operations of Sante. Welcome everyone to Truly Happy One where we discuss world-class Pinoy excellence para tayo din maging world-class. We do this every Saturdays at 5 p.m. via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. No? And before we go to our main topic, please let us know where you are watching from. If you're watching from Mandaluyong, type nyo lang dyan sa comment section, watching from Mandaluyong. Or kung kayo'y nasa Dubai, type nyo dyan sa chat section sa YouTube, watching from Dubai. Para alam natin hanggang saan umaabot itong ating broadcast. Also, send us your questions or feedback. No, this is an interactive live webinar and mas maraming tanong, mas marami tayong matututunan. Type nyo lang sa chat or sa comments. And wag na rin kayo mahiya. Please like this video, comment, no? Pwede nyo i-tag din yung mga friends nyo, lalo na yung mga friends nyo na may negosyo, nagsisimula sa negosyo, or nag-iisip magnegosyo, no? Dahil malamang makakatulong itong video na to. And kung hindi pa kayo nakasubscribe, no, sa ating YouTube channel, marami na kayong na-miss. So make sure, click nyo yung subscribe button dyan sa baba na kulay red. Walang bayad yan. It's for free. Subscribe now. Ayan. So, Sir Enrico, ano ba itong ating topic about monetizing trust?
Hi, good afternoon, Eric, and of course to our viewers, no. So, pag sinabi mong monetize, 'di ba, yung parang sa Tagalog, 'di ba, yung pwede bang perahin 'yan? Kasi oftentimes, 'di ba, yung trust, parang okay, tama naman, pero anong may dudulot niyan sa bottom line ng kumpanya? Kunyari, kumpanya or negosyo. 'Di ba? That's often parang question ng iba. Yet everybody acknowledges without trust there's no relationship that can flourish, whether it's a personal relationship, a business relationship, di ba? Within an organization, anytime you have people that, need to work with each other, the foundation of how well that relationship will go is their trust, full trust, or mahina yung trust. So, that's why yung kaya ba talaga yan ma-monetize? Does it translate into cost savings, whether money or, di ba? In other words, things that you can measure and that you can use to justify na it's worth all that effort. Di ba? Yan naman pirmi, di ba? Pag may gagawin kang initiative sa company, matatranslate ba yan sa sales? Some are directly attributable, di ba? Others naman, maybe indirectly. But always, di ba, companies are trying, gusto ko malaman, ano ba yung naging effect niyan, di ba, sa bottom line, di ba, or sa top line. So,
So,
yun yung,
two-way pala
yeah,
siya, sir. Pwede siyang pagkakitaan, meaning income, it increases income or sales. Also,
yeah.
it can also cut costs din sa
Oh, yeah,
operating cost natin. Wow,
yes,
wow.
yes. Kaya sa top line at sa bottom line, di ba? And we'll go through some simple examples para mapakita natin talaga na it really does. Contrary to what many might say na, ay, trust, maganda lang pakinggan yan, maganda lang sabihin yan, di ba? Yet, the same people who say that know that trust is so important. So, sige, let's go through it.
Yan. So before natin pakita ating first slide, hello po sa ating mga viewers. Dulce Vitog, Sharon
Uy,
Kaludan is watching. Hello po.
wow.
And si Miss
Hello.
May is watching.
Oh,
Yan.
wow. May, yeah.
Yeah, May Branseg.
Oh, hello, May. Thank
Oo.
you for
Yan.
watching. Okay. So, this comes from the work of the son of Stephen Covey. No? So, in fact, it comes from the son's excellent book called Speed of Trust. No? And I'm just getting this, but I will relate it to yung how we can and should use it. Diba? So, nothing's as fast as speed of trust. And this is, from COVID. And I just want to, you can read naman what's there. Nothing is as profitable as the economics of trust. Okay? So kahit yung brand, Eric, brand is just, a big word for reputation. Diba? And yung reputation mo, of course, is enhanced, diminished because of what? Trust, di ba? And trust is built over time by your character and your competence. Yun two elements na yun, di ba? But that's not the topic right now. Although that's a very interesting thing to talk about. So, yan yung yung basis, di ba? So let's go to the next slide para lang magkaroon ng konting visual. So, and you tell me, Eric, ikaw you're a businessman. Pag yung trust mo sa supplier mo or sa client mo is not high or it's obviously it's low, things are much slower and yung cost to get something done is higher. Tama ba, Eric?
Yes, sir. May mga companies, na, lalo na yung sa akin, na we sell to corporate accounts, no, or institutions. Kapag mababa yung trust, lalo na bagong client pa lang siya, sobrang gastos lalo na nung face-to-face yung mga meetings, 'di ba? Minsan abutin kang mga 5 meetings, iba-iba yung ka-meeting mo before pa talaga ma-close yung deal. Pero merong mga instances din na yung client na medyo mataas yung trust niya, isang meeting lang purchase agad, yung mga gano'n. So mas mabilis, mas less yung cost in terms of cost ng pera because of transport cost and also yung cost ng time din, 'di ba? Kasi every meeting consumes a lot of time.
O yun, tapos na. Nasabi mo na. Exactly. But exactly, no? That's exactly, you hit it right there, di ba? So, bakit meron iba, nag-usap lang kayo, and parehong, dahil yung trust nyo, maybe built over time nga, di ba? And remember, it's not just honesty, hindi lang integrity. Yun yung character part. It's also yung competence that you trust each other, that you will deliver your end of the deal. Mapapagkatiwalaan ka. Kasi maaaring mabait ka pero hindi mo alam yung ginagawa mo, 'di ba? Right? Or you're not too good at
Correct.
what you're supposed to be doing. So yung total trust and complete trust is impacted by the character, yung kaugalian mo, at saka yung competence mo. Yung galing mo dun sa, particular craft, 'di ba? Or discipline, 'di ba? Now, pag pareho kayong ganun, like you said, may ibang supplier o iba kang customer, nagkausap lang kayo, alam mo, mag-i-issue na yun ng he trusts you, you trust him. So, mabilis. So,
Correct,
tama
correct.
ka. Yung cost nun, by way of actual costs related to, the whole transaction, and yung cost, yung time to execute. Nakakalimutan yun ng iba. Kasi yun, kapag mababa yung trust, Diyos ko, ang tagal. Ilang balik-balik, di ba? Nauubos yung
Correct.
oras. Nawawala yung
Mm.
opportunity, may cost yun. Diba? So, truly, from your own experience and example, Eric, you know this is true. Di ba?
Yep,
So, it really
agree.
makes sense to really pursue how to uh, extend, how to establish, to build, extend, and expand trust. 'Di ba? It's really the foundation of every long-term relationship, 'di ba? And that the moment this is broken, you can regain, but of course it's harder, right? So talagang this is the bedrock or yung foundation talaga. Brand, 'di ba? Kaya ka bibili ng particular brand, it's a promise of a performance, 'di ba? Like when you see the
Correct.
BMW, di ba? The symbol, di ba? It's a promise of hindi lang motoring performance, di ba? It's everything. It's quality, di ba? So, okay, Apple or whatever other big brands, di ba? It's the promise of a performance that you trust and you've come to trust because every time you experience the brand, they deliver,
Yes,
right?
ayan. May nanonood po sa atin up from Albay.
Uy,
Si Tabs
wow!
Alim, sabi niya, trust up. And also, sabi ni Jeremy Nation, hello Sir
Oy!
Eric and Enrico watching from London.
I know,
Umaabot sa London ang
Jeremy.
ating truly happy one.
Salamat,
Yan.
Jeremy.
Sabi
Oo.
rin na it takes a long time to earn trust while it takes a snap to destroy it. Correct.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Of course, si Warren Buffett, 'di ba? Takes what, years to establish that, and then in 5 minutes you can destroy everything, 'di ba? So, yun talaga. And that's why it's true you can monetize, and especially today, if you look at yung studies after studies, Eric, on government, ang baba ng trust, in several surveys, di ba? From the UK, US, all parts of the world, this is readily available. They hardly trust their own governments, the politicians, companies, ang baba ng trust. Because nga, of the things that diminish trust, di ba? Like,
Correct. Yeah, sabi nga
sina
ni Jeremy, trust is the foundation.
absolutely, 'di ba? So when you trust someone, 'di ba, it's because nga of those things we spoke about. And you do things fast. Like Eric, tayong dalawa, 'di ba? I mean, over time, we were able to, establish the trust. 'Di ba? You to me to you, by what you did, what you delivered, what you promised, and it was the basis of that trust that wherever I went, the companies that I moved to, I would, because in my mind, I know Eric will deliver it. 'Di ba? So it went to your favor, well, because of what you worked on. Now, wherever I went, I didn't look for any other. I just, hey, Eric, I need this here, right? That's been our journey, right?
Correct, correct.
'Di
Agree.
ba? So, okay, just the last slide is really just, there's nothing new here. Really, it's what monetizes the attention economy, 'di ba? It's really true that, from this foundation, then you can really translate it into uh, you know um, money that you can realize, di ba? Because nga of the speed and ease of doing things, which is money, di ba? So
Correct.
dati nga, di ba? Remember yung mga, parents before in the early days, handshake, and there's still some places. Of course, the lawyers will say it's best to put it, but the Chinese, the entrepreneurs, the big businessmen, their word or their handshake is all that you need, di ba? Yun
Yep.
lang. Kasi
So
alam
ano
nila,
sir? Oo,
pag hindi nila sinunod yun, they're finished. Ganun,
correct.
grabe, sa Chinese community. Galing, galing nila.
Mm. Siguro i-define din natin sir, ano yung ibig sabihin natin ng attention economy?
Well, iano ko sa'yo, Eric, from, sabihin natin, from technology, kasi mas ano ka dyan, di ba? I have my idea, but I wanna hear from you, di ba? Ikaw, ano yung
Yung
thoughts
attention
mo doon?
economy,
Oo.
one is ngayon ko lang siya narinig, attention economy. Pero I think, based on my experience din as an entrepreneur and networking with other business entrepreneurs din and doing mga parang social gatherings din. Parang yung sinasabi nating attention economy is ngayon kung dati labor yung parang main source of value na basis ng economy, tapos nagkaroon nung parang information economy. Ngayon is attention economy, meaning yung mga companies ngayon, yung mga brands are competing for your attention, for a user's attention, parang gano'n. Kasi 'pag nakuha mo majority ng attention ng isang tao, ibig sabihin mas malaki yung parang market share mo or top of mind share, parang gano'n, tama ba?
Yes, sinabi mo. Yeah, because in today's world, there's so much, di ba? Uh, Maraming stimulus, di ba? Stimuli, I should say, di ba?
Mhm,
Kasi daming information, di ba? And
mhm,
yun na nga, di ba? Any brand or any business is trying to get your attention. And of course, those
hmm,
that have, really focused on building that trust, di ba? Brand is a trust, di ba?
mhm,
It's the promise of performance, di ba? So to the degree that you can trust that brand, that is what will catch your attention, di ba? And let's say you choose your favorite brand, Eric. Let's say in dyan sa tech, di ba?
aha,
Maraming suppliers, di ba?
yes, yes.
But when it comes to a particular gadget, hardware, or software, there will always be one that will catch your attention. Tama ba,
Mhm.
Eric?
Tama.
Whether
Correct.
whether it's the processor or whatever, di ba? Even
Yeah.
even operating systems, di ba? You'll
Correct.
always go to your default kasi ay na, alam ko yan, trusted ko na yan eh, di ba?
Mhm. Tama,
So
tama.
so it really makes sense. Again, there's nothing new about what we're talking about here. It's really more just a reminder to really go back and try to articulate it in a way that people can understand that it's real and they know it. Again,
Mhm.
there's no magic here, but really focusing on ano ba yung importante talaga, 'di ba?
Correct, correct. Ayan, sabi
So
dito, how do character and competence play out when selling to the people you know and selling to strangers?
it's a good question, 'di ba? Because maybe part of the question is you're never a good prophet in your own country. 'Di ba?
Mhm.
Lalo na 'yun sa character part, 'di ba? And yeah, this happens a lot. Somebody na magbarkada kayo and then when you were in high school, yung makulay yung experience mo and then all of a sudden, many many years after you're now somebody that people look up to and they remember you from their childhood, 'di ba? So in their mind, 'di ba, they're saying, "Oh, ito si seryoso ba 'to?" 'Di ba? So that's one way that, sometimes that doesn't play to your favor. But there's a way to mitigate that, 'di ba? You can introduce a friend or somebody else as a third party to help validate that, 'di ba? Now, character and competence. Of course, competence is, you're good at what you do, whatever that chosen field is, 'di ba? Because yeah, you might be the nicest person, but if you're not, let's say doctor, you might have the best bedside manners, as they call it, but if your diagnosis or even your success rate is not as good as others, then the trust is not complete or total, di ba? Conversely, maaaring napakagaling mo, you're the best, pero yung character side naman, di ba? Maybe your personal life or you don't have bedside manners, that area. So you have to have both, di ba? For
Correct,
you to be
correct.
completely, para total and complete yung trust. Hindi naman sinasabing hindi, pero siyempre bumababa yung trustability mo, 'di ba? If you will, 'di ba? I know there's no
Correct.
such word, 'di ba? But yeah, yun yung implication nun. I hope that answered the
Yep.
question. Yeah.
Yes, sabi rin ni Jeremy, if you are not first, you are last, according to Grant Cardone. First in people's mind.
Well, yeah, yeah, and again, it's not just, you can get away with a first encounter, but an enduring relationship, you can't just get it on, somebody caught your attention. Ultimately, an enduring relationship is really going to have to go back to yung foundation, which is the trust, 'di ba?
Yes.
So,
And watching from Manila po, si Evelyn Castañeda.
oy, Edwin,
Yan.
kamusta?
Also,
Salamat.
Death Corpus is watching us. Thank you po for
Th-
watching.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yan. Sabi rin ni Jeremy, domination, not competition. Lalo na sa attention economy, kailangan yun eh, no?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oo.
So Jeremy, thank you very much. Yeah, all the way in the UK, di ba?
Yep.
Um,
Eto sir, sabi niya, is it right when marketers justify the quality by its price? They say the higher the price, the higher the quality and vice versa. Si Buena
oh,
Fe
it's
pala 'to.
Buena Fe. Ay, good,
Sa
good to see you,
group
Buena
chat
Fe.
siguro.
Yeah, well,
Oo.
again, these, it doesn't necessarily mean, in reality or in actual that the higher the price, the higher the quality. In your mind, see, that's what a brand does, right? If they're very good and they have established a relationship that's strong on the trust, they can raise prices and you would equate that to the quality, especially if it delivers, diba? So again, it doesn't necessarily mean all the time. Generally, yes, right? You get what you pay for, diba? So generally, the higher, then the quality should also reflect that, diba? Part of that,
Correct. Ayan.
big part of that is marketing. A big part of that is built also on, again, like I say, the performance of the brand. Hindi tatagal yun eh kung pag-purchase mo, mahal-mahal, and then in a few months, sira. Wala na. 'di ba? You can't hold
Yep.
on to that pricing proposition.
Sabi ni Jeremy, price is a myth. If value exceeds price, money wouldn't matter. Correct.
Yeah, it's the
Tama.
value you attach to it, 'di ba? So always yung price is you say mahal or mura in relation to something. And that something is the perceived value from your point of view, right? So you will say mura yan because what I'm getting is much more than what I'm paying. So it's worth every dollar or peso. Yung kabaliktaran is ay nako, oh, it's not worth it. The perceived value, and that value is not just the product, it's the whole experience, di ba? Your interaction with the brand, di ba? How you were treated, if it were, even if you're not offline, even online, di ba? How nice was that experience is your total perception of value, di ba? Does that make sense,
Correct.
Eric? Yeah.
Yes, sir. And eto, meron pa. We often ask first from where or by what company is it made? Because trust of quality is often established through word of mouth and testing.
Oh, well, of course, di ba? 'Di ba? Like, oh, may pangalan na 'yan. Yan yung mga term natin na, 'di ba? O doon ka na sa subok, 'di ba? Doon ka na sa maaasahan. These are the words that reflect that trust, 'di ba? Yung built over time. And again, it's not just product, ha? It's the whole experience ng customer with that particular brand, 'di ba?
Correct. Yeah, may
Right.
question pa dito. Are the marketer's intentions and behavior the same or different in deciding whom to give our trust to?
Well, yung intention mahirap to ano that because syempre it's only the person or the company uh, as to what their intentions are, 'di ba? So I couldn't say. What I do know is if the intention is this and the behavior is otherwise, then of course you don't get to trust, right? It's like us when we say, "Oh yeah, I really I believe in the that health is wealth." But then smoking or excessive drinking, 'di ba? Or excessive eating, 'di ba? So it's contrary to, 'di ba? What you say, oh, I look after my health, pero pwede ako nito. That's when you start having, those issues, 'di ba? So, yun nga, maganda yung tanong mo kasi one of the topics there is yung integrity. And integrity is not just honesty. It's a part of it, yes. But integrity actually means you act in congruence with what you really believe and value. Diba? Regardless of the situation and whoever is in front of you. Diba? That's what
Yes,
really
sir.
in integrity means. Diba?
Opo. So, ngayon halimbawa 'no, meron tayong, viewer na may negosyo, maliit na business for example, nagbebenta siya ng, food for example, online sa social
Right.
media, mga home cooked foods.
Right.
Ano yung puwede niyang gawin para ma-increase yung trust? Dahil yun nga, na-discuss natin na malaking bagay yung trust 'no, it saves money and it also increases sales at the same time. Ano yung puwede po niyang gawin to improve or increase trust sa kanyang business?
Simple, 'di ba? One is talagang yung transparency, reflecting the intention. So yung food handling, storage, safety, depends how one, if you're not known, syempre you have to work on that. Kasi the one buying is syempre has those questions. Okay ba to? Responsible ba to? 'Di ba? Generally, it's referred by your friend who happens to be a friend. So by association, you extend that trust. 'Di ba? Now, the supplier, either enhance that trust or you can diminish it. Di ba? Dumating yung pagkain mo ng late o dumating na medyo rancid na, medyo hindi na fresh. Di ba? So, it's very basic, di ba? Kung ano yung intention mo as the one selling, let's say, online yung pagkain, di ba? And you deliver on that. Freshness, the cleanliness, di ba? The reasonable price and good delivery. Of course, the taste, syempre naman, di ba? If you deliver on all those things, then obviously the trust starts to increase. And the extent to which you increase and deliver and deliver and deliver every time they order from you, tumataas yung trust, nakokompleto. At some point, pagka sinabi, kailangan mo ng ganitong pagkain, oh, doon ka na, diretso. You don't even, you just order. 'Di ba? Kasi na-reinforce na yung trust through your experience, 'di ba? The promise versus the experience. Pag Yung in integrity yun, ay di, trust mo tataas. Di ba?
Yep.
Yeah,
And sabi dito, you profit from your client's trust if you are proven to show capacity to deliver on time and with quality. Exactly,
of
parang
course.
na-summarize yung
Yeah,
sinabi niyo, sir.
yeah,
Correct, correct. And
exactly.
sa mga ano rin 'no, sa medical field, very important din yung trust, 'di ba? Sa mga surgeon, for example. No, you have to have yun nga, character and competence. Character is kilala ka or kilala ka ng kilala na you really perform well sa mga surgeries mo. Tapos competence would be siguro yung sa mga certificates, sa mga diplomas, 'di ba? Kaya naglalagay sila ng mga diploma sa clinic nila, 'di ba, sir?
Yeah, well, and yung track record mo, di ba? Kasi like we go to doctors, di ba, yung, oh, ito yung specialist dito sa particular field, di ba? Talagang magaling siya, di ba? Updated siya. And more important is yung success rate, di ba? Yung talagang, wow, alam niya talaga yung ginagawa niya, di ba?
Correct, correct.
He's very good in his field, di ba? At saka maayos, di ba? I don't think you'd go to a doctor na lasinggero or, di ba? Yung, in other words, yung character naman. Magaling, pero, so may trust ka, pero hindi kompleto. You get what I'm saying?
Correct,
Di ba?
correct.
So if you want that trust to really be cemented, di ba? It's got to have those two in balance, di ba? Yung character and competence. Kasi nga, pag medyo yung isa mababa, yung trust is not complete and total, di ba?
Yes,
So
and I think yun din yung, isang magandang example 'no, kung bakit may mga doctors na mas mataas yung rate kaysa sa iba. Dahil mas
yes,
maraming nagta-trust sa kanila, kaya mas
of
mataas yung rate nila.
of course, di ba? Maririnig mo yan. Ako, di ba, nakakatuwa nga eh. Ang dami-dami practicing the same, pero makikita mo, isang clinic, doon nakapila lahat. Tapos ang tagal nung
Correct.
hantay. Di ba?
Oo, tama.
Meron
Correct, correct.
naman of the same practice.
Tapos mas mahal pa yun yung pinipilahan.
Correct. Mas matagal, 'di ba? So yun yung positive effect that people will be willing to wait long lines because wow, mataas yung trust dun sa doctor na yun that he can deliver, he's the best in his discipline, 'di ba? According to his patients, 'di ba? And of course, pag shinare yun, 'di ba? Ay nako, parang yung fertility doctor, 'di ba? Kami ni Mrs. 'di ba? Oh, wow, wow. At that time, during our time, si Doktora Pasita Lazaro was one of the, 'di ba? And naghahantay kami doon, 'di ba? So, yun yung effect, 'di ba? Pag yung trust na establish and na extend and na maintain, na nurture, wow, it's a lifetime relationship. If it
Correct.
were a
And
business, wow, yeah.
Ayan, may question din dito. Can a strong charisma of a marketer deceive clients in getting the trust?
You can, like you can do a one time, di ba? Like I said, the key is for an enduring relationship, it would be, you can't, di ba? You can fake once or twice to get things, but over time, di ba? Lilitaw at lilitaw. So that's why I qualify it for an enduring, meaningful and enduring relationship. That trust has to be nurtured, protected all the time. You can get away with one or two, di ba? But then it doesn't obviously lead to an enduring and meaningful relationship. Lalo na kung yun yung intention in the first place, di ba? Na talagang wala ka namang intention to have an enduring and meaningful relationship, whether you're the buyer or you're the seller, di ba? So,
Correct. Ayan. Sabi dito, the way a marketer gives value to his clients, time, like honoring appointments, is a good trait to trust. Tama.
exactly, 'di ba? You deliver on your 'di ba? So, kang minsan nga nakakainis, 'di ba? Kahit magaling, 'di ba? Siyempre, kahit papaano nababawasan. See, what happens is titiis muna 'yun, but until they find somebody who might be just as good and they honor your time, lilipat ka doon.
Correct. Correct. Kaya
So
kahit
they'll hold
ako,
on to
yeah.
you, they'll hold on to you
Oo.
temporarily until they can find. Kaya nga maganda 'yon. A loyal customer, they say repeat, and that's not necessarily loyal. Repeat customers are only repeating it because they haven't found somebody who's providing better than that. Ang loyal is they will go out of their way, inconvenience themselves, be willing to pay more. Yan ang loyal. So
correct.
repeat is not necessarily loyal, di ba?
Oo. Ayan, sabi ni Michael Alunan, "Without trust, you may end up in trash."
Yan, si Michael
Correct.
magaling dyan sa ano, di ba? No pun intended or no fun intended, Michael?
Correct, correct. Galing
Yeah.
sa mga play of words 'to si Sir Michael Alunan.
Yes.
Oo.
O
And
ikaw,
siguro
Eric?
sir 'no, ngayon
Oh,
dito sa online din, nauso 'tong mga online, na mga pagbebenta sa social media, lalo na nung nagkaroon ng mga lockdowns and quarantine. And dumami yung buyers nung mga online sellers at dumadami yung mga benta rin ng mga online sellers. I think one of the reason is yung mga live selling, yung mga nagla-live selling. Kasi when you do live selling, 'di ba, nandun yung authenticity. Nandun
correct.
yung kumbaga ano, walang edit-edit, walang cut kasi live siya talaga. And because of that 'no, na meron kang authenticity, nabi-build up din yung trust. Kaya mas mabilis din yung benta, makabenta sa
Of
mga
course.
strangers online, tama ba?
Of course. Of course they see you, they hear you, and yun nga, 'di ba? Yun nga, 'di ba? Sabi rin ni Kobe, 'di ba? We judge ourselves by our intentions but others by their behavior, 'di ba? So when you say something and you do it, then of course you're enhancing the trust, 'di ba? But of course the
Correct,
reverse is true. When you say something and you do otherwise, edi syempre nadidiminish yung trust sa iyo. I mean, 'di ba? Wala namang magic doon, 'di ba? It's very
correct,
hard to
correct.
do, 'di ba? Kaya nga, 'di ba, make sure it will come back to ano ba yung intention mo, 'di ba?
Yep. Ayan.
Yun.
And ang question na natin sa ating mga viewers, what are your takeaways? Ayan, type niyo po sa comment section dyan sa baba sa Facebook or chat dyan sa YouTube, no, ang inyong takeaways for our topic for today. Ako, ang aking takeaway is talagang napakalaking value nitong trust sa business natin. No? With increased trust, you can lower nga your expenses, no, your cost of doing business, yung mga negotiations mas napapadali, mas napapabilis, no? So mas napapabilis yung mga transactions. And of course, the more customers trust you, your business, the more sales as well yung mangyayari sa ating business. And to build trust, yun nga, very important is to keep your integrity, no? What you promise, what you say, you deliver on them, no? Provide quality products and services, of course, at the right prices. Yeah. Kayo sir, ano po inyong takeaways?
I exactly. It is so crucial when you really think through it, 'di ba? Especially in our world today, 'di ba? Na ang daming ang daming may fake news, 'di ba? May kung ano-ano, 'di ba? Really the trust, 'di ba? And with the things that are happening, um this is really a time for most businesses, 'di ba? To really focus on the one thing that really can translate into loyal customers and a very sustainable and profitable business, 'di ba? By building on this, you know, very old and maybe forgotten thing, 'di ba? Na trust, 'di ba? You will buy, 'di ba, Eric, from people that you like and
Trust.
trust,
Yes.
'di ba? So, syempre, it's so foundational na siguro na take for granted. So, balikan yun because it takes a lot of effort to build that. But the moment it's established and extended and nurtured, wow, you have a lifetime, yun nga, meaningful and enduring relationship, 'di ba?
Correct. And sabi rin dito, a person can be trusted if he is willing and able to solve clients' needs and issues. Correct. Yun yung focus dapat ng bawat business.
Yep.
Solve problems, needs, and issues ng ating clients. And next week, ang ating topic is, are you digitally relevant today? Yan. Konting intro, sir, dito sa ating topic next week.
Ayan, Eric, ikaw maraming insights dito, 'di ba? And this is part of this is I've been, I read a lot of from McKinsey, 'di ba? And one of the key points on the road to recovery, so to speak, ng economy really is going digital, 'di ba? And they've seen not just by, but really a lot of businesses have, new businesses have come up Others have, obviously pivoted, made the adjustment, the shift. And really, the question is, if you're not digitally relevant today, especially if you're in business, then it's going to be very challenging, because that's exactly where everybody, in a way, has gone because of na-force ng pandemic, 'di ba?
Correct.
So, na-accelerate yun, 'di ba? So, pag hindi ka digitally relevant, of course, magiging irrelevant rin yung business mo. So,
Yep.
we will talk about that, Eric.
Exciting. So that's next week, Saturday po yan at 5 p.m. Ayan. So let's end our episode today with our usual panatang makabayan. So itaas po natin ating kanang kamay at bigkasin ang panatang makabayan. Inibig ko ang Pilipinas, aking lupang sinilangan, tahanan ng aking lahi. Kinukupkup ako at tinutulungan upang maging malakas, masipag at marangal. Dahil mahal ko ang Pilipinas, diringgin ko ang payo ng aking mga magulang. Susundin ko ang tuntunin ng lipunan. Tutuparin ko ang tungkulin ng mamamayang makabayan, naglilingkod, nag-aaral at nagdarasal ng buong katapatan. Ialay ko ang aking buhay, pangarap at pagsisikap sa bansang Pilipinas. Maraming salamat po and we'll see you again next Saturday, 5